Everybody, Tim here for today's episode of Invincible, Season 1, Episode 5. That actually hurt. So, I liked it. I thought it was great. I'm really enjoying the series. The first thing I want to start out with is, it's kind of like there's so much to talk about. For one, I'm going to fuck up this name. If you guys have seen other videos of mine, that's all I do, is I butcher names. Because for an English major, I suck at saying names. Reginald Veljohnson. So, if you guys are like, who the fuck is that? Some of you are like, who the fuck is that? And some of you are like, oh yes, I already know where this is. So when Mark goes to talk to his principal, and he's like, Principal Winslow. And it's like, and as soon as the principal started talking, I was like, nope, that's him. That's Carl Winslow from Family Matters. So I was like, oh my god. He was also in Die Hard. He's a fantastic actor. And, realistically, even the principal is kind of a caricature of him. So I was like, that's amazing. It's Winslow, I get it. Some people say it's even Winslow in Die Hard. So I get it. I loved it. The opening scene, to take a step back, where Titan is just doing the gunfight, is probably, after the first episode, the second most violent fucking thing ever, and it is glorious. My favorite part is where he fucking chucks the gun, and the gun goes into the guy's head. It was just brilliant. I loved it. Opening scene, the last scene, which we'll get to, the middle, kind of boring as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I've been drinking a lot, but still. The whole, Amber's having trouble, the mom is suspecting Omni-Man is not quite so good because of the detective, and her little, ruse is actually pretty good, where she's like, can you go get this from this country, and this from this country, and this from this country, and she times it, and then goes through the stuff. She finds the suit. What's she gonna find? We'll find out. Overall, it's okay. The whole Mark and Titan thing is really interesting. You know Titan's up to something. Even Omni-Man's like, don't fucking trust him. He does, and look where it gets him. Machine Head is a fantastic villain. I love the sing-songy voice. The whole character himself is kind of great. It's almost reminiscent of Black Mask from, the Batman comics or DC comics. But he's just such a great villain. It's so great. We do get to see a little... Robot is... What's going on with him? Is he a villain? Is he good? We know he let the clones go, and now he's talking to the clones. It'll be interesting. So, like I said, the number one shock of this series is the first episode, the Omni-Man battle. The opening scene of this episode is pretty hardcore. And then my friend Ernesto, is like, I don't even know if I could watch this show, because holy fuck. The final part of this episode is equally as oh my god. Monster Girl is just decimated. I'm actually surprised, she survives, because when you're looking at the monster, you can see inside the monster's head. You can see his skull, or her skull. And then when it goes back to the little girl, she's bloody, but she looks fine. And I was like, okay, whatever. Pretty sure Robot's going to, I don't know, clone her something to, fix her genetics. Yes, I know this is all in comics, and if I really wanted to, I could look it up. That's the beauty of just watching this. So, I don't know. For those who haven't read the comics, don't spoil it. Don't be a dick. Let's all kind of experience this together. The whole thing, as soon as, the tiger guy hit Mark in the chest, I was like, fuck. Obviously he's not gonna die. But I was like, god damn, just... The team is decimated. They're absolutely destroyed. So, a lot of shit goes down. So I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to pick themselves back up from this. Because these are the Guardians. These are the new Guardians. So I'm curious, for those who have seen it, what did you guys think about all of, just the battle sequences? Obviously, the whole Titan, orchestrating it kind of from behind the scenes was, to me, a little bit predictable. But I'm curious what you guys thought about that one. Go ahead, let me know so we can talk about it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. And I'll see you guys next week.